Hello. You are tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. And Merry Christmas! Hey, listen, it's been a blessing to make it to another Christmas. I know everybody watching, probably are with family, friends, having fun. God bless everybody for this special day of the year. But as a Raven fan, and even from the other side of the lake as a 49er fan, today is an amazing day because it's the day when the 49ers and Ravens face off Christmas night for a little Christmas treat for us to enjoy. And this is going to be the episode where I give you my game predictions. Let's get the party started. So, listen, y'all already know that the media analysts have pretty much all been on the 49ers side, which is fine. It's their right to do so. I don't got a problem with it. But we're going to switch this up because before I even say, I got the Ravens winning this game. And I got the Ravens winning this game by more than 10 points. I know that's going to catch a lot of people off guard. I'm going to explain everything. So let's get into it, and then I'll give you all the explanations you are going to need for reasons why. All right, so here goes my predictions, which I posted on Twitter right now. Number 1, Lamar Jackson throws 3 passing touchdowns. Yes, I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know. OBJ likely is getting one of them. Likely is getting one of those passes. But with the wide receiver core, the way that Lamar shares the ball between the receivers, I don't know who's going to get the lion's share. I don't know who's going to get those touchdowns. All I do know is Lamar's throwing 3 touchdowns this game. And one of them are going to Isaiah likely. So there's another 2 touchdowns that are up for grabs. Could it be Bateman? It could be Bateman. I don't know. Toasty. It could be OBJ, but I don't know. Toasty. And it could be Zay Flowers. Hopefully, but we don't know. Toasty. So we're going to get to see what happens with this game, but likely is definitely getting at least 1. All right? Lamar Jackson, 3 passing touchdowns on this game. Also, Lamar rushes for a touchdown. Look, this is the number 1 running team in the entire NFL. Okay? Everybody already knows where they hang their hat. But with Keaton Mitchell out, when they get close to that goal line, they're going to be putting that ball in the gut of who? Gus Edwards. You understand where I'm coming from? And you have to respect Gus because he has over 10 touchdowns on the season. So when Lamar pulls that on that read option play and everyone's saying, look, Gus falls for 5 yards, they have to respect it. And I think Lamar keeps it this one time, goes left, touchdown. And, he cumulative has 4 touchdowns for the game, 3 passing, 1 rushing. Now, could it be 2 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns? It could be. But like I said, this is my prediction, and I have him throwing 3, rushing for 1. Next one, piggybacking what I just said. Number 3, Gus Edwards scores a touchdown this game. Look, it goes back to what I'm saying, right? I got it scoring 35 points. You understand where I'm coming from? So with Lamar throwing 3, rushing for 1, that's 28 points. You got Gus Edwards rushing for 1. That's 35 points. I think Gus is an automatic touchdown when they're in the red zone. He is that good with this O-line. He's darn near unstoppable. And as long as Lamar Jackson's on the field with him, you have to pick your poison who you're going to let get. And I think they split the rushing touchdowns this game. And I think Gus gets one. And I also think he gets roughly 60 yards rushing also. With that being said, we're going to stay with the rushing theme. Christian McCaffrey scores twice in this game. Look, Raven fans, let's be real. The biggest weakness to this offense is our defense, is motion and receiving running backs. I don't care what anybody says. Christian McCaffrey is 1 or 2 best receiving back in the league. You can literally split him out wide as a receiver. And he goes to work. So I have him scoring 2 of the touchdowns that I believe the 3 touchdowns three touchdowns that the 49ers will have this game. I think they scored 21 points, like I said before, but I think he has 2 of them. I think he has 1 receiving, and I think he has 1 rushing. And look, Christian's going to get his numbers. The thing is, when he gets his numbers, I think the Ravens hit off quick. They get the Purdy, and they hit Christian a couple times in the backfield, forcing some punts, some 3-and-outs. And the Ravens get back the ball and they score. They score fast and they score quick and they score in a hurry. And it's going to put a lot of pressure on them to be one-dimensional. Because they're going to be one-dimensional, I think they're going to try to throw more, which is not their forte. Thus, Christian's going to get a lot of garbage time stats, and that's where he's going to get most of his numbers. Brock Purdy, y'all know the MVP that everyone is talking about. I have him having 2 turnovers this game. This is season's greeting, so you split everything because we share. It's the season of sharing. So I have him sharing one of his turnovers to a fumble, the other turnover to an interception. I'll just be real. And look, I don't have them returning anything either. So this could actually be worse because I have him having 2 turnovers. If this defense gets a fumble recovery and returns it, that 35 turns into 42 real quick. You understand where I'm coming from? So that's all I'm saying on that one. So I don't know. I'm not really looking at there's going to be a defensive return, but there is still a capability or possibility that it happens. I'm just saying 35 is the low that the Ravens score. Well, there could be a defensive return, and it could be either interception or fumble, and one of those are going to be from Brock Purdy because I said he's going to have a fumble and an interception in this game. Also, the reason why he has those interceptions, and fumble, everything is layering on itself. Purdy gets sacked 3+ times in this game. Look, San Francisco 49ers line is amazing. They have the best left tackle in the game. And you can make competition for other 2 being kind of close to him, but Trent Williams is that dude. He is a monster equally in the pass game as he is in the run game. And he can run. He can move. He can move. He can move like how Patrick Ricard moves. So he is literally a dancing bear. Okay? I think they're going to scheme up getting around him. I think Clowney is going to have the game of his life today. I think he gets to Brock twice today. And one of those are going to be a strip sack. And it's going to come on the side of Trent Williams, as good as Trent Williams is. I think that the 49ers are going to be playing tight. That's a big thing where I'm saying I think they're going to be playing tight. I think they're going to be playing not loose. I think they're going to be playing almost not to lose. You know what I mean? And because of that, there's going to be plays that are going to be made from the Ravens also. They're going to help them beat this team by more than 10 points. Okay? And after all of what I just said, because of all those things happening, there will be a sizable scuffle on this field. Look, the Baltimore Ravens are going to try to punch this team in the face. They're going to. Not even try to. They're going to. Right? The 49ers are used to punching people in the face, but people really don't punch them back. The Ravens are going to punch first. I'm letting y'all know this now. They're going to punch them in the mouth first, and they're going to force them to be reactive instead of being proactive. You understand where I'm coming from? That's another thing that goes to their coach being one of like 35 going into the fourth quarter down 3 points. That's a reason, because they're so used to being proactive and not reactive. You understand where I'm coming from? So I feel that this team is going to bog down at times, and they're going to be playing from behind. And because they're going to be playing from behind, it's going to force Brock Purdy to come out of his comfort zone, come out of that game manager stuff. They're going to have to put the game in his lap to try to get him to win, and I don't think he does it. Okay? So, like I said before, I said that we win, and I got us winning 35-21. Ravens victory. Hoopla, hoopla goes. You already know what the media is going to say. They're just going to say, well, even though they won and Lamar had 3 touchdowns, he was amazing. He was avoiding, even though he was almost being sacked because Ronnie Stanley was giving multiple sacks in the game, and blah, 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 blah. Purdy still deserves MVP or Christian McCaffrey. I'm telling you that's what they're going to say. I'm telling you this right now. So we can wipe that off. And like I said before in the previous video, this does nothing for us. in the media's eyes, they will still say that the Ravens are not the best team in the NFL. They're going to say, well, the 49ers didn't play their game. This was more of a 49ers loss than a Ravens win. The 49ers beat themselves. Blah, 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 blah. So they're not going to get no adulation for this. I'm just letting y'all know this now. You're going to have some guys saying, like, look, Lamar's just that amazing. The defense is just that amazing. The play calling was just that amazing. But they're going to be in the minority. Big time in the minority. You know what I'm saying? But that's my Ravens versus 49er prediction for today. And let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, right? If you guys agree with my prediction. 35-21 Ravens. And, you know, as we end this show, you know, this is Christmas today. So I want to make sure we ended it right. Ended it with a little blessing. Ended it with a little song. And let y'all know how much I care about you guys. So y'all know this song. Sing it with me when you're at home, all right? We're just singing the first stanza. Hang all the mistletoes. I want to get to know you better. This Christmas. And as we trim the tree from the much fun it's gonna be. This Christmas fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Listen, man, Merry Christmas. I love you guys. Merry Christmas to the Ravens, the players, the coaching staff, the fans. I love you guys. And we're going to end on that note, literally and figuratively. I know how we do this. Peace. And I'm out. Yerb.